Hey, Daddy, I want a golden goose.
Here we go again.
All right, sweetheart, all right. Daddy will get you a golden goose as soon as we get home.
No, I want one of those.
Wonka, how much do you want for the golden goose?
They're not for sale.
Name your price.
She can't have one.
Who says I can't?
The man with a funny hat.
I want one. I want a golden goose.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to share. Today I'm going to be talking about which will be the moon in Aries, the emotional state of moon in Aries. That's your emotional security. It's what without it would make you feel safe. I've met a couple of moon in Aries people, and the first thing I want to talk about too also, I remember there was one girl that I knew that was a moon in Aries, and she would buy multiple, and please comment down and below. I really want to hear people's perspective on having a moon in Aries, and if you do these things that I talk about in the video, please describe that in detail because I want to know if it relates to you. I knew a girl that actually was a moon in Aries, and she had a tendency to buy items, multiple items from the store, all the time. And what really got me is because, you know, with moon being in Aries, it's a Mars, you know, Mars rules Aries, and it's like an impulse, you know, it's fiery, it's like pumped up energy. Yeah, let's go, let's get it. But then as soon as the fire is lit, it's put out, you know, as fast as it starts. That she would buy a lot of items in the store. She told me that she would buy sneakers and clothes, and sometimes the items that she did buy, they would still be sitting in bags, or her shoes that she would buy or sneakers or anything would still be in the box. But that's how you can tell she had a mindset of wanting something in the moment. You know, Aries is about what we can have in the moment. Let's do it. Let's get that energy pumped up. But it's always going to be short-lived. And I also thought to myself, for her to have that, you know, buy something for momentarily just to have it, it's like it's more of an impulse, something temporary to feel that feeling in the moment. You know, like an Aries, I want those shoes, I want them, I want to buy them, I want to see how they are. Or it could just be that you could simply buy an item, if it's clothing or shoes, just wear it for that momentary once and then never put it back on again. Or you can have a lot of clothes and just not want to give up any of your items because you feel as though one of these days I'll wear that item. One of these days I'll wear them, but you probably might not wear it at all. And then I also wanted to mention too about moon in Aries, and I'm gonna be straightforward too. I know some people are gonna be like, I don't want to hurt people's feelings and come off like I'm being rude, but I'm gonna go right to the gun. Okay, straightforward. Why I've noticed that particularly with moon in Aries is they have like big heads. It's either big heads or big foreheads. And I've noticed too that I knew this girl that was moon in Aries, and she got into a physical fight with her boyfriend. She's no longer with him, but he took the wind out of her, and I would say that he physically hurt her. And when he hurt her, I noticed particularly, I don't know, please comment down below, please let me know if you guys experience this too, having a moon in Aries, going through maybe some type of trauma where it has something involved with your head. When he beat her up and physically beat her, he hit her head. Like he literally gave her a concussion, like beat her in her head. I also remember, if you look at the celebrity Rihanna, okay, remember she got hit too, also. Something to do with her face, something to do with her head. With Chris Brown, this was in the past. She also too had gotten some type of and I don't understand, it's like when they have these, you know, physical fights, it's like, do you really have to go for the head? That's what I don't understand with them. And then I noticed that their foreheads are like weirdly shaped, like they're really, like their facial features for their eyes right here and their lips, everything is like completely like centered, but they have a predominant forehead that literally protrudes out. Moon in Aries, they have these freaking tantrums. And when you think of moon in Aries too, also got to realize Aries is like, you think of a baby. Sometimes it's like the baby of the zodiac. So it's like When they get angry, they have fits, they have tantrums. They can go from 1, like literally, to 10. Start spewing the words, or it's like literally you could say something to them. They could hurt you physically, and I mean like physically hurt you. It's not like they're gonna be like, oh, let's talk about it, let's come to some agreement. If they're so hot-headed in the moment, they will physically beat your, fill in the blank. And I mean physically, like, let's go. When you have that moon in Aries, you're not thinking. It's like an impulse. Let's do it. Let's take action. You can't put constructive criticism. Like, if you want to say something to them to correct something, sometimes I feel like they interpret it wrong and they make it look like you're literally trying to come at them at the wrong way. And sometimes it could just be like, a lot of times I feel like moon in Aries should think before they react. Like, really think about literally what they're doing to you. They could just be simply, like an example right now, I have a coworker at work and she is a moon in Aries. And there's another coworker that I work with, and she feels like she's not doing her job. She doesn't want to say anything to this moon in Aries, and I've been around her. She literally will go off like a firecracker. Like, if you say something to her, she literally go for like literally 1 to 20 and start yelling and screaming and arguing and bickering. And it's like, can we just sit down? Can we just talk about this? There's no need to have an argument. There's no need to bicker. There's a resolution right here. But see, Aries moons don't think of that. Baby zodiac. We're gonna have that fit. We're gonna have that tantrum. Sometimes I feel like their mindset too can be very like self-centered. Very self-centered. My grandmother, in fact, sorry grandma, she has this moon in Aries, and she tries to make it look like if she's going through any suffering or any pain in her life, it makes it look like that should be broadcasted live on television. But in my perspective, I look at sometimes my grandma can be kind of selfish, because self-absorbed, because there are a lot of other things in the world that's going on than your issue. It's not the most important. It's not always, they feel like they're going through something. They feel like their issues and their problems are the most important. And when I mean the most important, I mean there could be kids right now starving in Africa right now, or people going through, like recently for the COVID, not having jobs. There are people suffering right now every day, struggling. And I was looking at, like, in my perspective, your problem is not the most worse. Okay, be thankful you have a roof over your head. Be thankful you have food in your mouth, because you can be in a lot more worse situations than you can ever think. And that's why I feel like their mindset can be very selfish. And it's like, sometimes it's not all about you. Okay, put yourself in somebody else's shoes and understand what they're going through. I also want to add, I always like to add, once I've gotten to the truth, okay, in my videos, I like to add a little bit a positive, uplifting towards the very end. What I wanted to say was, to Aries moon people are good at taking action. They will get into situations where people will be scared to do. They'll take action. If something needs to be done, they'll get it done. And it will be good, because it will be more of a pivotal impact on not just your life or more people's lives to come. I remember there was a moon in Aries that worked at my other job, and when she worked there, she literally was a pioneer to change a lot of things in the workplace. And it structuralized everything in that environment, made it more functional, made it more balanced with all the co-workers. See, Aries moons will take the initiative. They will take the initiative to do decisions that need to be made, because there are people in the background. If they have other zodiac signs, they're not going to take the initiative, but they're not standing up just for themselves, but it's also going to help everybody. That's my take on moon in Aries. If you guys liked the video, please subscribe, and please comment down below. I want to hear your perspective on having a moon in Aries.